What's up, y'all? Hi, I'm Jody. Welcome. So, the message that I'm here to share today, ramble on about here, is about playing, being playful. I just had an experience where I was able to step back and be the observer of myself with some patterns, and I know my collective is reflective of what is going on for me. So I want to share about this because the message I'm getting is that it's something that you're going through as well. And it's this awareness of where you're forcing things in your life, and you've been like shoulding all over yourself. Like, I should do this, I should do that, oh my god, I should stick to the schedule, I should stick to the plan, right? That story that you're telling yourself. And then you're having an awareness and a deep knowing that it's not working. Like, something feels off, something feels out of alignment, it's not a vibrational match. But your ego is telling you is what you should and need to and have to do because you're feeling safe. The ego is keeping you safe by staying in the box, right? Of like what it knows, what has kept you in your survival mode, right? But you don't want to be surviving, you want to be thriving. And to be thriving means you step outside of that comfort zone, the little box, and do the things that your heart wants, that your soul is aligned to, that your whole being is lighting up for. And just for me yesterday, I've been really committing to this YouTube journey for me, and I do love it, and it's been a challenge for me by pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. And I've been like having a schedule and planning to do videos, and they haven't been doing too great, which is fine. I know it's a journey. And I was hanging out with my daughter, and we had so much fun, and it was all this magic that unfolded, and it was perfect. Like, she has been wanting an elf on the shelf, and I was kind of like, she asked just recently, and I was like, okay, I don't really know how to go about getting one. I was like, do we write Santa a letter? Are we supposed to get an elf on the shelf from Santa? She has a fairy door. I was like, should we write Emerald, her fairy, a note? Like, do we get the elf on the shelf like totally magically? Or do we buy one at the store? Do I order one from Amazon? Like, what's the way to go about this? Like, as if there's really a right or wrong. I could make it up, right? But I love keeping magic real and alive for my daughter and in myself. That's something my mom did really, really wonderfully. Like, she never said Santa's not real. She was like, well, the spirit of Santa is definitely real. Like, when we got older. And she was like, of course I help him a little bit. And I was like, oh, cool. And that magic was still always there. And I love that my mom never took that away, right? Good job, Mom. Love you. And anyways, with my daughter, she was like, we were at the grocery store getting stuff to make cookies. And we happened to walk by a display for Elf on the Shelf. And this little dude, they were half off on sale. Because normally they're $44. If any of you are parents out there and have an elf on the shelf, I was like, $44? Pretty steep for a little, like, felt body with a plastic head. There's a book in there too, but you know what I'm saying. And it was half off. And my daughter was like, oh, please. And I was like, okay, yes, this was meant to be, wasn't it? And the magic that unfolded and seeing the joy in my daughter brought me so much joy. She was talking to the elf on the shelf like he was real. Like, this little spirit in the elf was going to go report to Santa. And my daughter's 9, and this is the age where sometimes that gets lost. And it just felt so special to have it be so alive. And this is a long story long, but I was listening to the advice that I've been sharing to just follow your heart and listen in the moment. And I let go of the shoulds. I was shoulding all over myself, like saying, I need to do a video, I need to do this, I need to do that. And realizing there was this disharmony within, this dysregulation that I was feeling, where I was like, it doesn't feel right now. And when something feels right for me, it feels like a bursting, an excitement, a bubbling over of energy within me. And when something feels off or wrong, it feels like a sinking, a contracting in, like this, it doesn't feel good. And my whole life, and I'm guessing if you're connected to this message, this is something that you've struggled with as well. Your whole life, there has been a going against those feelings because you were taught and told that your intuition was wrong. And that's not true. Your intuition is right on. Those feelings are guiding you. When you feel the contraction, that's a no. When you feel the expansion, that's a yes. And so I followed it like all day yesterday. All damn day. And it was such an amazing day. And if any of you out there are parents, I'm sure you can relate that a lot of times there's this pressure to, what are we doing next? What's for dinner? Please stop behaving like that. Don't do that. You can't eat your food like that. And it's so many rules. And like so much future tripping and not really being present in the moment. And we don't need that. Like my daughter, we were eating dinner and she wanted to use her fingers with some of her food. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, she can't like grow up and do this with her food. So I was like, oh, honey, you can't eat your food with your fingers. And she was like, she kind of like did that. And I was like, she just had her own contraction in that moment. And I was like, okay, you can do that with your food, but please know that you can't do that in public, okay? Or at school. Like with me right now, it's okay. And she looked at me and she was like, thanks, Mama. I'm just a kid. And I was like, oh. And she like, my daughter is very wise, but she was like, I get to be a kid right now and I won't always do that. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. Yes, you're completely right. And it broke my heart and also simultaneously made it swell even larger. So following the moment to moment joy of where my heart was taking me yesterday led to so much magic and expansion in myself that is beyond words to really explain, but I'm doing my best here because I feel like sharing it is activating and acknowledging the same that's true within you. And I'm hearing to share my experience because it gives you the permission to do so as well and see where that magic expands and unfolds into. Like really getting out of this judgment of yourself because it's a viral programming and we all have it. And it's so 2000 and late. Like we don't need that. And it's keeping us in ego-based consciousness and we want to move into heart-based consciousness, right? And when we're judging ourselves You're just completely in your ego. And being in your heart is connected to your soul, your highest self. And that's where the magic happens in life. Like, I think all of you that are here know that how the law of attraction works, the laws of frequency, vibration, you know the spiritual laws and rules, that what you focus on, where your attention goes, energy flows, right? So if you are going to constantly judge yourself and tell yourself that you're not good enough and succumb to those viral programs, the BS stories, patterns, beliefs that you've had about yourself, that's what's going to continue to grow. That's the garden that you're nurturing, right? But when you really allow yourself to just be yourself and love yourself for who you are authentically, and allow that quirky expression like me doing right now, like I'm being a little bit dorky, I'm a little bit dorky, and that's okay. I love that me. And I used to think I had to hide it, but when I am myself fully, so much magic aligns for me where I'm like, okay. And it's this physical proof in the real world, in this earth, right? On this earth human journey for me. And I'm hearing the same is true for you. But it takes the bravery and the courage to truly allow yourself to embody yourself authentically. And it does take bravery and courage, because you have a lifetime of beliefs that if you do that, you will be rejected, you're not enough, you're not worthy, people won't like you, right? All the things. You'll fail. And those aren't true. They're just simply not true. That is not aligned with your highest divine truth, your soul. You are amazing. You are a snowflake, okay? You are completely unique. What you have to share with this reality is unique to you. And that's for all of us, right? We all have a unique gift, set of I don't know, key codes is what I just heard, that we are meant to share. So you can't just like copy paste someone else, right? And you know that, because I feel like a lot of us have tried that. We're like, wow, I really resonate with how that person's doing it, so let me take my own flavor and try to do it. There is no try, only do. Right? Yoda, Star Wars. There is no try, only do. You can't try to be yourself. You are yourself. You just do it. So taking the trying out of it and just allowing yourself to be and allowing it to flow is where the beauty happens. So the ending to my personal story share about this is that I just posted a video. I've been posting videos. They've been doing okay. But I posted a video just a couple days ago, and it has like over 300 views. And I know that's not like huge in the YouTube world or social media world, but for where I'm at in my journey right now, it's pretty big. And that video was also, I really listened to the message coming through, and I was passionate and excited and sharing it. I didn't have makeup on. I didn't love how I looked in the video, but I let myself do it. I let myself be, because it was coming through and I was appreciating it and loving it in the moment. And I was looking back at the video and I was like, oh my God, like judging myself. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to post it, and that is that. I'm going to focus on loving myself as I am right now. And that day yesterday where I was following my heart, being in joy, having this magical day with my daughter, I woke up and I had all these new followers and views, like, that were definitely a record for me on this YouTube journey. And I was full of so much gratitude because it was almost like this, to me, felt like a little reward from God, source, the universe, my highest self, of like, look what you did. You listened. You listened to the inner knowing, this quantum compass of my heart, your heart, Jody, and followed what you were guided to in the day, for your day. And then this authentic message that you put out there on the YouTube verse is calling in the right people, because I was embodying myself authentically in that video and in that entire day. It just felt like some magic, like, hey, we're gonna sprinkle some magic for you. It's like, oh my God, thank you so much. I will take the magic. Yeah, super cool. So, moral of the story, allow yourself to play, be yourself. Really, it sounds silly, but Bashar says it, Abraham Hicks, Courtney Clark, who the Divinely Online channel, says it. So many different channels say it, and it resonates so deeply for me. So I want to reiterate it in this very moment. When you follow your heart, it is the quantum compass that is connected to your highest self. God, source, divinity, the angels, whatever deities, beings, energies you connect to and resonate with are wanting to channel through you, through your heart, this portal that is connected to the divine. So you bring about the new earth and your new trajectory, your new reality by aligning to your heart. That portal, it exists within you. There is no greater guru outside of yourself. You are the guru. And I really love that, because for me, there's a point on my journey where I was always searching for who knows what I don't know. And then it's been this realizing that I'm the guru I've been looking for. No one really knows better than me. Just like no one really knows better than you. You know what's best for you. We can go to healers and guides and different people's YouTube channels and get guidance, information, knowledge that lights us up and excites us. But at the end of the day, you know what's best for you. And it's this coming back to yourself, of really trusting yourself that you do know that, and cultivating that relationship with yourself, because it's not necessarily going to happen overnight, right? And to be gentle with yourself, because it's okay, it's not happening overnight. Unlearning all of these programs and patterns takes time, and that's okay, right? It's been a lifetime for many of us of these patterns being ingrained, and that neural pathway, that road is ooh, those tracks are thick. Those neural pathways are thick. And I want to make new ones. Courtney Clark just said this. You can look up videos of your neurons firing and wiring about something that you're excited about. So there's neural pathways that have been created for your trauma and your beliefs and patterns, but you can create new ones, okay? But think about those neural pathways, the new ones being made. They're just light tracks, right? You have to keep working at them. You have to retrain your subconscious mind. This whole system, the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, is like a computer system, right? The subconscious is or the superconscious is always there, flowing in, but the subconscious mind is like this computer programming that we've developed and set since we were from 0 to 7 particularly. And then after that is when it gets really like solidified in. But 0 to 7 is when we develop those subconscious beliefs. And so they're like hardwired, right? Computer programming in your subconscious mind. So it takes time. You're not going to be like, I'm healed. I'm better. It's cyclical. Healing is cyclical. We will always go through moments where we have awakenings and ahas and ascensions where we are aware of ourselves, and then those patterns will come up again in different situations. And it's a constant growth, expansion, and then there's that little contraction that comes in, right? Where you like question yourself. But the challenge in this video game of life is to continue to embody that expansion and choose to observe where you want to contract into those old patterns and beliefs, and choose the opposite, to expand and know your value, know your worth. And in doing so, you are slowly reprogramming those subconscious beliefs and showing your ego that actually I'm going to choose to be my embodied, authentic self that is aligned with my higher self and my soul expression. Because it's so much more fun, so much more easy, so much more beautiful. Like life gets to be meaningful, beautiful, joyful. You know that movie Inside Out where there's the core memories? It's like your life is becoming a string of constant core memories. Like what? That's the image I just got. That's so exciting. My whole day yesterday with my daughter was all core memories. Like the whole day. Bloop. Put that in the core memory bank. So cool. And that's what it gets to be like for all of us. Okay. If you're still here with me, all right. Thank you. I feel like I'm rambling, but it's fun for me, and this is how the message wants to come through, and I feel excited and light and silly and playful. And that's literally what I'm being guided to follow, so I'm going to listen to it. If you feel called to leave a comment, like, follow, subscribe, I'd love that. That energy exchange helps my channel grow. And I'm just really grateful for this little community that's growing. I love you guys. I love you all. You're doing amazing. You're doing great. Keep going. I do quantum energy healing sessions that help shift out of these patterns and beliefs, toxic relationship cycles, dynamics in families. It helps shift the energy and bring you to a sense of space of neutrality when there's a big charge around different issues. So if you feel called to book with me, there's a link in my bio. All right. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. And yeah, magic is real. Okay?